Okay, guys, welcome back to Games Revealed. I'm James and also the Brink, and we are one, meaning one person, one community, whatever it is, you can come up with it. I haven't done an explanation on that in a little bit, but we are in for a good little stream today because we're gonna have a lot of updates. We're gonna go over like the news of what's going on, a lot of good stuff. If you like boot videos, which has been the big thing for the past week, a lot there too. And then also a couple of games we'll watch the trailer and we'll have some commentary on that. And they're going to be good old horror games. So, and then we'll also queue up anything that you guys want to look at too. So it's going to be a fun little field trip. And one of these days I'll be less busy and actually get to finishing the SteamOS on the INEO Air, which it is coming. I spent the last week kind of just disappeared working on my website, getting that all kind of going, and plus I had some work stuff and a kid that was sick, so been a really busy past week, but I am back and ready to make videos almost every day. As I always say, I want to make videos every day, so we'll see. Okay, so let's get into saying hi to everyone. I think it's going to bring in everyone. We'll have to see. Okay. She said, what? Yo, what's up? Esoteric Wolf, hey. Good night, Andre. Yes, thanks, Andre, for trying to show up, and have a good night. James Moore, has anyone tried uploading a boot video since the update today? I was going to do one a few days ago, but heard the update made it easier. Now I'm just waiting for someone to do a video showing how. Yeah, that's actually a good point. I am going to do that. I'm actually going to go over the website where I'm going to offer people to be able to upload there. Oh, and hey, Lewis, thanks for the sub, man. And we're going to go over some of the boot video stuff. I'm trying to make it easier and easier, and my next step after what I'm going to show you here is to make the plugin. I wanted to make sure everything was good to go. In fact, I was going to have this all solidified on Monday, and then the update came out, and that really threw a ton of stuff off for me because I was preparing a video to actually do an update on the boot videos, but then they made it so much easier, and they updated it again since Monday. So we'll go over some of that stuff. So, Skater, hello. How's it going? BT Maverick, welcome back. Glad you're alive. Thank you. Yes, I am glad I'm alive too. Thanks for loving my content. I do try. I love doing this. Actually, this has been a very fun year for me for doing this. It's a little stressful sometimes, but honestly, I'd rather be doing this than my real job. So I've been enjoying it. Daniel, have you ever tried Steam Unlocked? It's safe. I want a good site to get free PC games. Oh, weird. Steam itself has free PC games. Some of them are free to play. Some of them are free. I have never tried Steam Unlocked, though. I will add that to the list of just going over to see what it actually is. When I hear free, if it's pirating, then no, it's not going to be safe. GS, how long ago did this start? It started like a couple minutes ago. Emilio, hey everyone. Okay, so, let's get my head. We're going to be listening to a couple of things. I guess let's get into the thing that's kind of the hour of the past week. ETA Prime did a video that included me in it, which I thought was actually really cool. It was really cool of him. And it made me a little worried. I'm like, okay, well, I don't have the uninstall script or a bunch of other stuff done, even though it's honestly the scripts aren't that difficult. I just want to make it as easy as possible for everyone to do it. That's why I make the scripts partially. And plus, it's good content. Yeah, I enjoy it. So let's see here. So let's go into, let's see. We done saying hi to everyone? Actually, so just so people know, this is streaming to both Twitch and YouTube for once, so we'll see how this works. Okay, and then Hi. Yes, well, I don't know if I said hi to you, Hi, but Hi is really actually pretty good at this type of stuff too, the boot videos. So I haven't even technically made a custom boot video yet. I'm just working off of what the community is using. Hi has made a custom boot video, but I will be making a custom boot video soon. Okay, So let's go into field trip mode. Let me just bring up. Let's see, is that right? I think so. Maybe. So it shows it's just caching. Just give me a second on this. Why? Oh. Interesting. Okay. So now the website. So the website, if you haven't seen it yet, I know this is what I talk about, maybe a little too much. But I'm so excited. I like doing this type of stuff. And so the giveaways are going to start appearing here. You're going to see the weekly giveaways soon. You'll see the boot videos. You'll see new boot videos coming in here as I put them in. And I'm also going to be allowing for people to, there's going to be a button somewhere around here that's going to allow you to upload your own. And I'm going to put authorship here too. I'm not going to take I'm not going to claim these are mine, and I will have a claim button and also a takedown, as I don't want to like just pirate people's stuff and take advantage of them. But I did want a nice little repository where people could search and whatnot. And I've been testing it right now. And right now, if you click the copy button, there's a little bit of a bug, so don't worry about that. But you'll see that when you copy this in, it's still not fully flushed out, but this isn't even a script now per se. It's just a couple of commands that should now just download it to your drive and to the right place. The UI overrides is the new thing that came out with the newest update. You can't even see that. Hold on. And hold on 2 seconds. I'll make sure you can see it. So I usually hide the address bar. Give me 2 seconds as I figure this out. There we go. So you'll see right here, the overrides, that's the newest one. They actually had a previous one that was for overrides, but they then, I believe, made it more of a root at a different location, so it wasn't like messing with their core file structure. It was kind of off, and they referenced it, I'm assuming, which is really smart to do, honestly. This is, because what they were doing before was a kind of a hack. I'm surprised they were doing it that way. But yeah, this is awesome, and honestly, Valve, just what they did was awesome. Oh my goodness, hi. You can't say that on Twitch. I'll be taken down in like 2 seconds. But yeah, honestly, all it does is it makes sure there's a directory there. It changes the directory to the one that's required. This is not fully tested yet. And then what it does is I have this stored in some storage, and it just references the storage. I need to make sure that it gets copied into the right file format, which I'm not sure yet. This is the last bit. This is what I was actually doing before getting started. I really like it. Yes. You're right, hi. And so this is just going to make it so that anything that's uploaded to here and you hit that copy button, you're going to be able to download, and you just put that into the console. Like before, you do that curl command. Now you just copy, paste it, and go for it until I get the plugin ready, which then you just install a plugin and you can switch back and forth between everything. Do random videos and stuff like that. I have to test it though and make sure that's good to go. But if you go here, you can hover over things, and they'll actually, if I don't click them, you can actually watch the video. And so you'll have a preview, a way to preview it. Let me switch that over to my headset. And yeah, I already have like a good 20 videos that I'm going to be throwing here at bare minimum for now. So you don't have to worry about anything else. It's going to just make things a lot easier. And then I'll have an install script too. Or just essentially honestly, it's just going to be like this. It's just going to say remove. It's just an RM to the path of the file. Really easy. Oh yeah, I guess, oops, I did not mean to do that. This script, so if you go and do this now, I wouldn't recommend it. because I need to pipe it into its own file with it being renamed. But like I said, it's a work in progress. I haven't fully tested that. So let's get into chat before we get on to the next subject, as this is the boot videos. This is, we're going to have some fun and stuff here. There's going to be continually like accessories. I'm going to actually really start fleshing this out with guides. That's another thing that I know I already did a video on this today, but yeah. I'm here. Welcome, Wolf. You're in the Twitch area now, huh? Okay, so, okay, hi. Oh, thanks for checking in on that. Yeah, so that Steam Unlocked is pirating. Yeah, I definitely want to recommend it. And it's not even for the legal issues. It's also just because they often come with tons of viruses and whatnot. It's usually better to just try to figure out how to get a cheap copy or play a free game. That there are free games out there. So let's get into some more chat before we move on to the next topic. Yes, hi is first on Twitch, which is awesome. And then you want to file a DMCA claim. Okay, I'm going to direct you to my Discord server. Our Discord server, hi. You're on it more than I am, honestly, these days. I didn't give you the rights to use that video. So originally it was, okay, yeah. So you talked about the different pathings and stuff like that. And then, Lewis, what is your top boot animation right now? Honestly, I originally got into all this scene, the Futurama one, because I think it's actually really sick how the author did that one. I think my current one is the Pip-Boy one. I really like that one. And in fact, let's, I'll upload that and you can see what I'm talking about. Just give me 1 second. We can talk through some other things while I do that. If I can, so, I mean, while I'm doing this, how is everyone's day going? You guys doing good? I mean, honestly, this alone, having Valve listen to the community and see that we wanted custom boot animations and put this change in so quickly was such a big deal. That means that, and it's honestly, I bet you it was just like 5 lines of code. I couldn't imagine this being a lot of code. So it probably was a low effort, but I'm just excited that they did it, that they actually listened to their fans kind of, and they went ahead and did it. Let's see here. Don't mind me, I'm just going to upload this real quick. Just gonna be quiet for 2 seconds. Okay, it's uploading. And now if we reload this, like I said, I'm gonna have a button here and you're just gonna be able to do this. So now if you watch this, and then it kind of overlays originally what was there. It's really cool. I really like it. And so, yeah. But I'm gonna be, like I said, changing things around a little bit. So I'd wait until tomorrow because I'm going to probably end the stream semi-earlier than normal. It's not going to be a 3-hour stream. It's going to be more like an 1.5-hour stream. And I'm going to wrap this project kind of up and get it into the plugins because I've been waiting to do that forever. I was here first. Let's see here. Wolf throwing out the Discord. Thank you. Oh, Randy, anyone get the suspended animation to work? I would assume it'd be pretty easy. I've been worrying about the boot videos for now. I am going to be looking to honestly, once this is all flushed out, it's gonna be really easy. It'll only take me like 20 minutes to get the suspended stuff going. And an install script in this case is going to be even easier than before. I didn't want to mess up the one before, as it wasn't going to be the biggest deal, but an uninstall script is essentially just removing the custom video. That's it. I should revert back to the original. I like the handheld history boot animation. Ooh, I do too. The Star Wars one is pretty good. The Star Wars boot animation is also really good, Randy. I like that one a lot too. Yes, there is an Office one in the repository, so I am going to be throwing that up here too. Oh yeah, and then Vine Smash finally able to play Red Dead Redemption 2 without crashing. Yes, I think that fix was on beta, so if you would have switched to beta, you could have played it sooner. Jason, are the animations easy to place? They are now. It's going to be essentially, technically, like meaning you're going to be able to go into desktop mode, copy this command, put it into your console, restart the deck, and it should just work. They made it a lot easier. Oh, and you don't need to go to the preview channel. So, Vine Smash, how unstable is the preview channel? I would say the preview channel is going to be the. It all depends on how good their QA process is. If there is, it's the first step after they release something, so it's probably what their main test channel. Meaning, when they're done going through all the QA, it probably just gets merged right into there. And so I probably wouldn't recommend using it. I really, really highly recommend not using preview, especially if you don't know what you're doing, and using the beta channel. The preview channel is just going to be a little too unstable at times. I think it'd be stable enough to play games and all that. It's just I don't know their practices and their QA process. So just stick with beta if you have to venture out. Most of the good stuff ends up there pretty quick anyways. Yes, and Randy, boot animation integration is now stable on stable update stable channel. Yes, it is. I think Vine Smash was more or less. I don't know why Vine Smash was asking preview channel, but I'm assuming it was more or less just for like even sooner updates that would fix stuff like Red Dead Redemption 2. But yes, the boot animation stuff was on the beta channel for the past few days. And then with the update, the huge update, which we're going to get into next, it is now on the stable channel. So I was actually going to originally recommend anyone that wanted to do boot animations go to beta. Now it is sticking to just whatever channel you want at this point because it's on everything. Okay, let's go into the next step of news. So we got the Steam Deck client update and SteamOS 3.3.2. One of these days, they're going to release the official image or essentially release it so that you can install it on other devices without having to use the Hollow. It's like Hollow Deck or something like that. And so, so yeah, hello. So if we go into this, they have dock. So this is just a folding. I don't know if all of these are. I don't know if any of these are like new from the beta. I don't know if if any of this stuff was maybe folded in. I mean, the path update alone was folded in last minute, so there could be some other stuff in here that's new that wasn't even on beta really. At least not since earlier today. But docked mode finally. So if you're unstable, you finally get some stability to docked mode, which is like adding external display output resolution and refresh rate selection UI display settings. So this just makes it so that you can essentially hook up, your TV and stuff like that, and have a little bit more customizing of just how the actual UI in game mode works, looks, I guess, with the different resolutions. Automatically avoid problematic resolutions like 4000 by 2000, aka 4K, or 30 hertz modes on external displays. I totally get that. We'll see. I haven't tested some of these out yet. I'm going to be doing a lot more dock videos, or I'm going to be doing a couple more dock videos. I haven't really done it yet, but I'm going to be. Improved external display hot plug detection. That one's going to be an interesting one that will help with. I believe I'm going to assume, and someone could correct me if I'm wrong on this. This would be along the lines, if you turn it on, it would turn the TV on potentially. I'm probably wrong on that, but that's always like a pretty typical feature for dock mode on these devices. We don't need to go through every single one, but like right here, general fix a crash in Red Dead Redemption 2. So this for you, Vine Smash, might be what you were looking for. And this is a good one too. The frame improved frame pacing with compositing, such as when FSR is enabled. So it's going to improve the quality there of your image. And FSR is such, especially in docked mode, is such an important one. I know it's not in the docked mode like pieces, but like FSR really is important for docked mode. You just get so much better upscaling. So it would essentially render, let's say, at 1080, but if you have a 4K, it upscale it. Now, there's obviously going to be image loss and some other stuff, and I need to fully flush that out because I haven't even done that yet on a 4K. With I've done 1080 screens and stuff like that with the Steam Deck, but I actually haven't done a lot on docked in like a docked mode kind of thing. Yeah, this is such a massive update, but they've been queuing this up for the past, I think, month or two since they released the last one. Fixed the issue with startup haptics. Yeah, the haptics can sometimes have some little bit of hiccups to it, and still, even after some of these updates, I've noticed it still have a little bit of hiccups. But it's nice to see some stabilizing releases to help make it just feel like a much more solid device. So that was the SteamOS, meaning that's the operating system, that's the core pieces. The Steam client is what you're going to be, typically indicates game mode is what I usually talk about. It could, I think in this case, it could also mean the actual Steam client for, no, Steam Deck client. Okay, so this is the new UI system they're talking about in game mode, essentially. So it probably doesn't affect Steam client in desktop mode as much. But they just go through a bunch of bugs, fixes. Like a lot of this is actually bug fixes and tweaks to the system. Now the Steam Deck now keeps track of refresh rate and FPS limit settings independently for internal and external displays. That one's anytime I see the refresh rate and FPS limit, I love seeing that. They keeps track with the two different external monitors. The flick stick. This is one I don't remember having too many issues with, if it's the one I think it is. Unless it's the... Because there is a bug out there to where if you try to... No, this is not that. I'm not going to go talk about that. But then you have the custom boot videos, and they actually have a couple things. So Steam Deck will now look for custom boot videos and or suspended animations in this path that we kind of already talked about. It's a custom file path. It just makes it easier for them to allow you to modify parts of the system that aren't or directly related to just things working. Running the stuff that can touch startup and some other stuff where I don't think most people would potentially break it, but they don't really want you toying around in there. So it gave us a little bit of a safe place to play. They do note that like this, please note that you'll need to create this folder first. So I believe, I don't know how far you're gonna have to create this up, but my script / command, it's not really, the script is good enough, but it's not like it's a super fancy script. But the commands I'm putting in will do that. You'll need a WebM file format. No need to truncate the video. No need to mess with CSS. This is the biggest. This is, in fact, I like this almost more than them giving us a custom path that can't get overridden with updates. This is where a lot of headache for people was going into, and that was with truncating the video. The video's size had to be the right size, or they'd revalidate and reinstall a portion of the missing video or whatnot. They do like a validation check on the start of the booting up the deck, and that's why you had to make sure the video was like the same size, because I'm assuming it wasn't like a hash check, which I'm surprised they didn't do that. It was a size check, just like what's the size of this video, and that's what they were doing it on. And then the CSS was the same thing. We'd have to inject I used a script. This is where my scripts kind of got a little bit fancier, is that I injected into the CSS and made sure that it was replaced properly, and not increase the size or anything like that. Play custom boot animations in full screen. Yes. So like the CSS would limit the size because the one that they provided was actually, I believe with WebM you can do transparency in it, and so it was just overlaying like a square instead of like a large portion of it to do the animation, I believe. And so they changed that now, which is good. Glad that they heard us. So that's, honestly, there's so much more. We're not going to cover every single piece of this because some of it, honestly, is just like, I don't think people are going to understand, and I'm not going to go over everything. But definitely a really good update that's going to bring a lot of stability to certain systems of the deck. Okay, let's get into comments real quick. So let's see here. Oh, Lojack. Welcome, Lojack, the Brinker. Howdy, fellow nerds. Fine Smash. Gaming on Linux mentioned Red Dead Redemption 2 fix today was on preview, but didn't mention it was on beta 2. No, it's on stable. Unless there's a new fix, it's on stable. I believe this is, let's see, unless I'm wrong. No, yep, this is an updated Steam client to stable channel. So, yep, so stable. So this is certified on stable. So if you don't want to venture out and be brave and go to beta or preview, which I wouldn't recommend going to preview unless you really have to. John Agony. My Steam Deck came in yesterday. I finally finished downloading all the games this morning. Nice, good job. Glad you're enjoying that, John Agony. What are you playing? What's your first games? What are the first set of games I guess you've installed, or the first game you're going to play? BT Mavericks 707. There's a collab currently, and like, am I missing something? I feel like, I must be missing something. Yeah, there is going to be. I am going to be on another podcast. I don't know when the podcast will get released, but it'll be Sundays when I'm recording. I'll give you more information as I continue on with that. Hey, Spooky Wolf. Hello, Jack. GS, what is your opinion on Darkwood? Let's go look at that. I'll cue that up. We'll get to that question a little later. Brandon Kitchens, a.k.a. Chad and Cat and Family, a.k.a. Baby. Welcome to the chat, Brandon, a.k.a. Chad. Oh, no problem. You're late, Chad and Cat. It's always good when you're here. Necrosphere, I am late to the party, but I brought beer emojis. Nice. Let's break out the beers. Infinite, we are one. Yes, we are one. Infinite, since I got my deck, I've been playing Castle Crashers, Left 4 Dead 2, also Lego Star Wars, and Skywalker Saga. Those are good games. Castle Crashers is really fun, and the Joy-Cons, the Switch Joy-Cons work really well with it so far. That's a good game for the Joy-Cons, even though they're kind of expensive, but with them being hooked up to the deck like party games, the one set of controllers that can be split into two in mini games works really well there. So, and Left 4 Dead 2 works really well on it too, but it's also a pretty old game. Notorious Nemo, good evening. What's your favorite fave 5 on the deck at the moment? Ooh, that's a hard one. Favorite 5 games on the deck right now. Days Gone. I really like Days Gone on the deck, actually. I'm surprised at how well it works with Days Gone. It does still have some hiccups at times. It's not like it's perfect, but I do like Days Gone on the deck, and it works really well there. I also really like I always forget the name of this game. If you do too weird of a name for your game, it's just going to throw me off. Titanfall 2, I have not been playing a lot of it, but I tried it out on the deck, and I've been surprised so far how well it works. But once again, it is an older game, meaning it's not been released in the past few years, and it runs really well. And Titanfall 2 is such a good game. Cult of the Lamb is another one. That's probably like number 2 on the deck that I've enjoyed. Castle Crashers is another one I've enjoyed. 3. Cyberpunk 2077 is another one I've been playing lately. Like a number 4. These are not in like any particular order. Hades is really good. It's a little small on the screen, much better than it is on the INEO Air though. But wow, what is the last one? Like Stray. I beat Stray on the computer, but I did play a bunch of it on the deck too, and I really like Stray on the deck. What is? Just give me 1 second. What is the name of that game? Suck. It's the animal one. It's the first-person shooter one that you go through a generated maze and go through different levels, dungeon crawler, first-person, whatever it is. I can't remember the name of it. Is it Gunfire Reborn? It's Gunfire Reborn. I don't know why I can never remember that name. But yeah, Gunfire Reborn is like the 5th on that list of right now. That's going to change because we're getting into the spooky season. Into like spooky season. And I'm going to be coming out with some videos of like I love horror games anyways though. We're going to be watching some horror stuff at the end of this. Some other games too. If there's any new games coming out or you want us to talk about, throw them into chat and we'll queue it up for us to look at a little later. Now, yeah. Some of the, I bet you my top 5 is going to change soon. Okay, John Sultan. After the update, Warpinator is not loading. Yes, John. So we're going to be having some updates to that whole system soon, so you'll be able to have that fixed. Just keep an eye out on updates. If you haven't yet joined the website, I've been throwing that out there. I mean, I've been thrown out a little hard, but if you join the website, I am going to be emailing everyone that's part of the website updates. I'll have an update section to where it will let you know like how you can fix that issue, how you can update your boot animations to where they'll just work all the time. So Cyprian, Cyprian, mine came last week. I already upgraded it to the 1 terabyte with no issues. Nice. I haven't even done an upgrade to 2 terabyte. I was too cheap to do my upgrade video. I just got the same size of my old 256 gigabyte one. That's my wife's. I'm waiting out for that 2 terabyte sweetness. One day I will upgrade mine to a 2 terabyte sweetness. Honestly, the SD cards are awesome on their own. I like doing the SD cards. And so I've been sticking mainly to SD cards for now, as the games work fine there. Oh, hey, Mikkel. How's it going? Oh, it's going good. So I just asked you how you're doing. You asked me. Yeah, no, doing good. Getting some news on, getting ready for some podcast stuff, potentially later. I mean, it's not potentially, but yeah. The brick separator. Do you know how to make boot videos into a WebM file format? Yes, I do. I actually, in my video, I believe, actually, let's see here. I will post it into chat or at least show you the website. There's multiple ways to do it, and I am going to be building a tool for. Honestly, the tool is going to be so much easier now that it just needs to be converted into WebM, as opposed to truncating and all that other stuff. So I'm glad I kind of waited on this. So let me get to that site for you. I have so many tabs. I have so many bloody tabs. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm going to be having a converter and some other systems done. I have plenty of projects I'm working on. Let's just say that. But luckily, the site itself, where everything's going to kind of live, is almost done. Give me 1 second to find this. And here we go. So I will post it right here just so you can see it, and then I'm going to post it in chat. I think I can do that. Ugh. Let's just open it here. Yeah. So I'll post it right here. I can't say the full validity of this. I just know that this is what people have been recommending and have used is right here. And so, yeah, that's a good place you can do it. Let's see here. Oh, Vine Smash. Oh, no. Wolf fell asleep. That's hilarious, Wolf. We forgive you, though. That is one for the records. I like that. Necrosphere. I did upgrade mine 3 days after I got it to. Been playing a lot of Dying Light Definitive Edition on the deck, and Titanfall 2 is amazing. Beat the campaign back on PS4. Yes, now you can take it with you wherever you go. T-Wrecker, playing Just Cause 4 now to work. It works great. Oh, I bet it does. It's one of those games that's a fun one to just screw around in, and so I want to do that too sometime. Anyone that new that's jumping in, this is the web converter that you can use. I posted the link in the comments, so if you look through the comments, hopefully it's there. I'm going to have like a converter on the website. Like this, to do a WebM converter, you just have to use a pretty common library that's out there already called FFM. Oh my gosh, I can't even say what the name of it, the bloody thing is. FFmpeg, I believe is what it's called. And so I've used it before. I've done streaming contracts before for past development contracts. So it's nothing outside my wheelhouse. I just have to put it on my schedule. Now I'm rambling on about it. Let's see. Is Hunt. Yeah, Hunt Showdown, Charles. Hunt Showdown is not going to work as it is easy anti-cheat game, and it's not an enabled one. So it's just not, Hunt Showdown's not going to work. I want it to work because honestly, that's a fun game, albeit I'm very, very bad at it, but it'd be fun on the deck. Kind of, except for the accuracy thing. It's going to be better with a mouse and keyboard. Mikhail, I need to play Stray. I feel like everyone has it, but me. Yeah, Stray is an awesome game. I definitely recommend it. It gave me, people are going to probably call me crazy. It gave me vibes of Half-Life just slightly. Like if Gordon Freeman had a cat that went on an adventure around a bunch of robots. The color palette reminded me of that. And then also you had the little head crabby things that were like there's two creatures in Half-Life, a snark and a head crab. It's like they had a baby. This is essentially what it is. And I do have a review for that. I just have not released it yet because I feel like I've become a little bit too perfectionist with my game, with my videos, and I don't know if it's good enough or not. Charles, I beat Stray on the deck. That's good to hear. I didn't beat the whole thing. I did a stream for it. You can go in my past streams and see what I've done there. Chucky season 2 episode 1 was really good. I have to watch the original one. That's a series I'll have to watch during this spooky season. I do like some good horror. I have not played Save Room yet, but I do plan on playing some horror games this month, and so keep an eye out for that. Like what is the name of that one? So I've been programming like nonstop for the past week. Like I went to bed fairly late last night. Moratorium or something like that. I'm gonna be playing that one. I think Mark played it a couple months ago. That one looks really fun. So we'll be having some fun during the spooky season. I do love it. BT Maverick, my message got cut off somehow, but yeah, I was just asking about a future collabs like with On Deck games with Bill or Mikkel. I haven't been reaching out to anyone. I've been meaning to reach out to people. Mikkel did reach out to me. He's in chat, at least has been. I don't know if he's still here or not, but yeah, I am going to be doing a recording with him this week, and I don't know his release cycle, so we'll see with that. As far as some other podcasts, I've been wanting to reach out to some of them. I've just been so busy trying to just get videos out right now that I kind of just expecting people to reach out to me, and I will say yes. at the time being, it will change sooner or later once I get my life in order. I'm also moving too, so. GTA 5 runs cooler than most natively supported games. Yes, but it crashes after a while, from my understanding. Charles. True Blue, Magic Dude. I love that name. I beat Days Gone on Steam Deck. The Horde surprisingly ran fine, but it was the final story mission that was making the deck struggle. I bet you that game has like, well, at least when I played it even on my main computer, there was some optimization issues, and it wasn't like with the Hordes. It was with just certain weird areas that just they didn't optimize well enough to render. So I could see it being kind of on the Steam Deck at the end, but. Good game. Unstable Gamers. Nerd or Die has a free web converter you can download. Pretty easy to use. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. And the thing is, I'm not going to promote much more because I'm just going to have one on the website on Games Revealed. I'm just going to have a converter. It's really not that hard. It just needs to get done. And the reason I'm going to do it is because it will set the whole thing up so that it just comes out how you want it. Hey, Bobby. Jamil, the King. I ordered my Steam Deck yesterday. Finally, the 256 gigabyte model. Excited. Nice, man. Excited for you. What the F is up with Hunt Showdown? It's a lot of these online games with anti-cheat and stuff like that. They just don't want to support the deck yet. I bet you once it gets a little bit more popular, and that being said, we have hit 1 million. Let's get back to my face for a second. We have hit 1 million Steam Decks released and everything. So now it just means the community is growing. With every single deck we get into people's hands, it's just going to grow the community more. And so this is a really good thing to hear that they've hit 1 million. Now, this is an unofficial number from my understanding, but still, it's I wouldn't be surprised if it's in the realm of the truth. Mortuary Assistant. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'll be playing Mortuary Assistant. The Long Dark. I haven't played The Long Dark, but let's take a look at it, and I'll give you my thoughts on it a little bit. Necrosphere. Shipping. Okay, so Jamil, how long does it take for Steam Deck to ship? I don't know what it is these days, but I know Hi on stream, if he's still here, ordered one a week ago and got it within a week. So I think that's the pretty common, like, except for some hiccups the past last month. I think for the past 2 or 3 months, the common time frame to get it has been about a week, maybe a week and a day after after ordering it, getting the email and ordering. But it can deviate. It's usually not sooner. It's usually like 2 days, maybe 3 days afterwards at the most. But yeah, I know like with Canada, they had some holds going on, but I think they've resolved those. Politician, any good screen protectors for the anti-glare 512 gig deck? There's the matte one that I have. I think it's in the description below. That one should be fine for that anti-glare screen. It shouldn't ruin anything. It will just add, in fact, it's better glare resistance than the built-in one. The built-in one, I would say, is not true anti-glare. I would say it is semi-anti-glare. The caveat to that one that I recommend, I've mentioned this multiple times, is that it can make things a little blurry. Depending on who you are, it might not bother you at all, or it might bother you completely, and you'll just remove it. Also, I do like the D brand screen protector. Honestly, it's the best one, in my opinion. It's not the one you have to buy, though. I have some that are much cheaper and better deals than D brand in the description below. And then, like, if you want to see what it's like on a 512, because I did install, you can see the glares there back now. So the D brand one will add glare to it, but does offer, it fits really well and it offers great protection. And I just lost the magnetic part, which honestly, D brand dodged a bullet a little bit long term by redoing everything and putting a locking mechanism instead of the magnet, because the magnet just pops off. It's actually really annoying, and I'm surprised they didn't change that before. They launched the kill switch. Yeah, cool, sir. It took him 2 weeks. Mikkel, I know the feeling, BT. I need to play the Wolfenstein series. Oh, the Wolfenstein series is so good. It really is. It's not better than the Doom series. You got to play that Doom series. And then, let's see, Charles, I have an Xbox Series X, a gaming PC, Switch, Quest 2, and out of all those, I love my deck. Glad to hear. I love the deck.
I don't have an answer for that.
Oof. Thank you, Siri. Don't respond. Bobby, you're gonna get your deck back. Patience is really important, and this is a good time for you to learn patience, Bobby. That'd be max, Jamil. It would be max 2 weeks. I would not expect it to be 2 weeks, depending on where you live, though, too. Worst case scenario. Mikhail, I'm excited to have you on the show, Brink, and trust me, I know that feeling of just trying to get videos out as I just moved to. I'm still not back on track. Well, don't tell me that. I need to be back on track before I haven't even moved yet. Like, we're still looking for a house, and so that's a little stressful. And so, yeah, no, I'm excited, Mikhail, to be on and chat about it. I think it'll be really fun. Yes, please at me. I'll have a much better chance of actually responding, because sometimes I'm just going to skip your comments because I can't. As it starts to build up, I can't get to them. Sean, I have not talked about the horror games yet. That I'm saving towards the end. We got to talk about the goodness, Sean. I was going to get the big edition. The big edition? Oh, Charles. What's going on with the kill switch? They have killed the kill switch. Yes, the Switch fought back and won against the D-brand brand. Albeit they are D-bags at times. D-brand kind of themselves with the magnetic thing. So, hold on. Okay, sorry. The magnet fell off. Okay. So this thing, the magnetic stand portion, will slow down the Delta fans. Not the other fans, but it'll slow down the Delta fans, the ones that are noisy, because it's just, honestly, they're probably crappy fans. I mean, they're already noisy. And potentially could just ruin the lifespan of the fans, which then wouldn't, like, the deck has built-in safeties. It's not going to overheat and destroy itself. It will shut down. You're going to have that a lot more often, and you're going to like, well, my deck's broken. When it's just, I guess it technically is, it's just a fan, which is really easy to repair. So they decided to scrap the whole magnetic piece and go to an interlocking system, which honestly, in the end, I think people are going to like so much better than this. This is actually my biggest gripe of the kill switch is the magnet. It's not great. It's not like the worst experience. I still is my favorite case. But and I still use it honestly, even with the magnet. Screw it. I'll replace the fan if I need to, but but yeah, so that's what's going on with the kill switch. You'll be able to buy the kill switch in January, I believe. Okay. My faulty kill switch arrives tomorrow, Unstable Gamers. Hey, dude, honestly, as long as you don't have the D version, the Delta version of the fan, you're probably fine. I will, out of like legality, I'm not going to say legality. I don't think people are going to care. I'm not going to get sued over this, but like you'll be fine most likely using this with your kill switch, with your deck. But if you're worried about it, don't use it. It's still a great system and like case, and you're gonna get a free one in January when they replace it. So, oh, the Batman trilogy was awesome. Necrosphere, I'm glad you picked that up. That actually, the Batman Arkham Asylum is fun. I really love that game, and it plays really good on the deck now. It didn't play there for a little bit, but now you can install it and play it. Okay, Bobby, how many okay, I'm going to teach you something, Bobby, about RMA processes. They can on Steam Deck has been pretty decent actually. Valve has RMA processes, at least for me, for electronics, especially more expensive things. RMA processes take up to a month to complete. So sometimes they're going to send you a box or shipment or whatever. They'll get to you. It can take up to a week to do that. Then you ship it off. It takes up to a week to get to them. Then they'll take an extra week, and in the buffer in there can be a week or two, and then once it's all done, they'll ship it back and it takes a week. So you're in luck, though. I think you'll get it in like 2 to 3 weeks, but that's how it takes. That's how long it takes. Patience is key in the RMA process. At least you're not RMAing with frickin' Razer. I'll have to see how they've done, if they've gotten better with Razer, because honestly, like, that process with Razer's RMA is a nightmare. Yes, Mikkel. Siri does that. Oh yeah, Nick, looking forward to seeing new Valve games for Steam Deck like Project Citadel. I agree. I can't wait for that. BT Maverick, I've been putting off getting a third-party dock this whole time, hoping Valve will get to announce it soon and hopefully be shipping December. There's so many reasons why they haven't done the dock yet, I think. They claim essentially parts and whatnot. I think they can't really claim that anymore. I think a lot of the supply issues been wrapped up actually for the past few months now, or past month, you could at least say. I think it's honestly, the software is not quite ready. I think they want to just make it a better experience. And so I bet you they have something under their sleeve software-wise, and that's why they haven't released it yet. Because besides that, like, a normal dock works fine. Like, all these other docks are coming out with things, third-party docks, whatever it is. Like, I don't think it's a supply issue anymore. And I don't think they're being fully honest about it, or at least not coming out about it. Notorious. I'm impressed with the deep and the kill switch. I can't wait to see what's next. I agree. I actually am very impressed with it too. Necrosphere, Mikkel. I'm playing Dying Light Definitive Edition. Ooh, that's one I still have not played on the deck yet. I do like Dying Light. That would be a fun one. Vampire Survivors and recently NS. Oh, I did get Need for Speed Heat. I need to try that out on the deck too. Let's see. True Blue Magic Dude, I didn't even want the kickstand. I just wanted the kill switch armor and faceplate. Honestly, in the meantime, and if you're willing to wait and put $20 down, this is not armor, but I do like this little case right here. It's not going to protect as much for dropping, and some YouTubers did drop their decks to test the kill switch, and I'm not crazy enough to do that. Honestly, when I pulled it out, I was like, yeah, this might protect a drop from, and I even said, like, from this high up, maybe not. I wouldn't trust it, but yeah, a couple of them, high tech, low life, one of them did it, and I was impressed. It held up. Let's see. Mikhail, the magnet is annoying on the kill switch. It is, honestly, like, it's good enough to be a kickstand and the whole system, but it is the crux of the whole system, and I've mentioned that a few in my video. This is what brings it down just a little bit. Still my favorite case, but if they do that interlocking system, which they should have done from the get-go, which is going to be such a more efficient system, because I don't want to I'm not taking the magnet off, I am not taking the stand off and on all the time. I'm going to keep it on until I use it in the case, and then I'll switch it out. So, yeah. Let's see here. Should I get one? Yes, you should get one. I need to replace the fan in my deck. Oh, you do. So you got the Delta variant. You should do it. Can it use voice mode? I don't know what voice mod is. Guys, can it use voice mod? Let's see. Placed my order because I need the compact travel protection. I get it. It is nice, honestly. You put the cover on, the front cover, and throw it in my bag. It's the best traveling. I like it more than the case it comes with, honestly. Cool, sir. Brink. Although there's protections, the added heat of reduced airflow will probably reduce the life of the system components. Technically, yes. Technically, yes. That's what D-Brand came out and said, and I think it's the cover of their butts. Not necessarily true, because the fan doesn't actually run very often until you get into actually playing a game in an intense game. This does not actually technically affect the non-delta variant of the fan, at least short term. It doesn't make it go any slower or anything like that, at least according to people that reported it. What it could do is weaken the motor and maybe make it fail sooner. Maybe eventually it would start to do that. Maybe. I think that's a big maybe, and I think it's best to err on the side of caution. But honestly, to say that this is going to destroy your deck or even weaken the parts, I think is too much of it's an assumption. Better to play safe than sorry, but I'm going to do it. It's not going to ruin anything. At least I don't think it is. I'm going to put my deck on its yeah, I'm going to test that out with my deck. I have received my kill switch and I love it with absolutely no effect on my fan with or without the kickstand. Charles, what's the worst demanding game you've played on the deck? What's the most demanding game? That's a hard one. Cyberpunk 2077 was probably like one of the most demanding games on the deck. So Cyberpunk, but there's this what is the game called? I know my brain's going to be dead today because I'm in code mode. It's like Stalker, but like a newer version of Stalker, Russian-made game. I couldn't get that to run past 20 frames. It was really annoying, but I haven't tried it recently again, so. Patience is a virtue, Bobby. Yes, it is. We're going to get back into more stuff. Mikkel, I gave that case to my wife, and she loves it. My toddler threw my deck across the room in the kill switch, and I'm like, yep, it's toddler-proof, but I'm hiding it from now on. Yeah. Luckily, my 5-year-old knows how to death grip something well enough not to break it, typically. And my other kid just doesn't care right now, so I'm in luck of that. I need to get Session. I love my skateboarding games. Oh, I do love my skateboarding games too. You got the Delta fan. Funny enough, I used to skateboard a ton in high school. So skateboarding games and skateboarding is kind of got a special place in my heart. So I read that the Steam is going to support the custom boot animations. Yes, if you rewatch the stream and watch the beginning of it, you'll see that we talked about boot animations already. And yes, they support it. And it's out on stable too. So I'm going to have a little command on my website so you can install the ones at least for me. And then I'll have a little, like when I do my video, I'll show you how to just do your own so you don't have to use my system. I'm not trying to lock you into my system. I'm just trying to make it easier. And it's something I can control. I like the JSOX case because of the see-through backplate, but decided to go with the Spigen case because it looks more durable. I'm very clumsy. Yeah, I can understand it. I mean, the see-through part is cool. I don't think you're going to notice it enough to warrant it if you really want the protection. It's not Metro. No, Metro works on the deck. Now, this is some like more third-party. Stalker and Metro really aren't that similar, technically. One's more arcadey than Stalker's being a survival, and it sucks because you hit those explosion points or whatever they are. Like, that game is hard. It does add a little bit extra weight. The kill switch does. I have noticed that. It doesn't bother me. The deck's weight's never bothered me, though. That's what you got to do. Those push-ups, though. You got to get in shape to play your deck. Your deck is easier to hold, easier to grip, easier to play with when you exercise and hold your deck. Oh my gosh, I was doing okay. I was going with some like fun plays on words, and then I pretty much just said it. Okay, let's see. Uh, the Senkua is a really good case. I'll have to check it out. There's a lot of good accessories I need to try out now. I can only buy so many things. I do get some given to me. Like this isn't even a deck accessory, but this thing is actually really awesome for recording your voice. You could use it for podcasting and everything like that. They gave it to me. I'm not getting any money. It just was given to me. And I was surprised at how good this is. I don't think it's better than the mic I'm using right now. Because the mic setup I have right now is a little bit more expensive, but this is what I'm going to use for my traveling mic, and I'm going to do a video on that. Just talking about accessories, I figured I'd say that. Oh, let's get into multi-stream. Oh, I must have missed some stuff in multi-stream. I need the bleep button. I know I need the bleep button high. I need you to have the bleep button high. Okay. Jamil, which micro SD card is good for the deck? I have some in the description below. They're affiliate links, just so you know. But my favorite right now is the Samsung Evo Select. I really like the Samsung Evo Select. It's my favorite SD card. If you want the best all-around performance one, it's going to be probably the SanDisk Extreme. And so those are your two best ones. Wolf, we got some invaders. You gotta sick them, Wolf. Let's see. Oh yeah, Wolf has the kill switch too. Hi Australia, best game you like? I'm assuming you're asking me. Best game I like? My favorite game of all time is Half-Life series. It's hard to say whether it's Half-Life 1 or 2. I do think I gravitate to Half-Life 2 more. And I also love Dead Space. Dead Space I will actually play more than Half-Life, though, for some reason. I have the same Rodecaster mic you have. It's awesome. Unstable Gamers. Yes, this one right here. Honestly, I want to get the one that everyone else has, but I just couldn't justify it right now. I'm like, I got to make a little bit more money off this before I can justify a $400 mic. So this is going to work great for now. And honestly, this is going to work great for now too. Like this would be a good starter mic. This was, I think, $50 too. So this is a really good mic. I want to see how it works with the Steam Deck. So I'm going to be doing an audio Steam Deck video and like using a bunch, because I've been using a couple different earbuds and headphones and stuff with the deck and just seeing what the best experience is. And a travel deck video and a bunch of other stuff video, and just need to do it. Charles, who cares if you get paid? Maybe you should. I care long term. If I was able to do this full time, I'd have like the plugin stuff and everything done. I care, but at the same time, I don't care. Like I'm still going to recommend it, whether or not I get paid. But I am going to mention if anytime I get a sponsorship or anytime I get something for free, I will mention that just to offer this, transparency. Instead of having it come out as a scandal later on that, I guess, I don't know. Let's just cover my bases. If it annoys people, I can stop. Just pre-ordered the Victrix Pro BFG wireless controller. Might be a good choice for the deck. Wow, that's a mouthful. We'll throw that in there. We'll get back to the news. Oh my gosh, this has been such a longest deviation from this. Avoid the Luxor play. I literally have had the deck 1 week as of today, and I have already returned and replaced the Luxor SD card, brand new. Really, X-Station? I have a Luxor that I've been using for a little bit. The worst thing about it is I think it's an A1, not an A2 card, so the install times, like essentially when you download it and then install it, that process is really long. It sucks. So I used to recommend it in the past. And I've used it for my Switch, and it worked great for my Switch, honestly. But larger games that you download, you're going to have more of an issue. So I don't recommend it anymore. But if you had issues, that sucks. I got a SanDisk Extreme. It was the SanDisk. the other one, and it was dead on arrival. Like, I had to return it. I plugged it in, tried to get it. I formatted a bunch of SD cards before that too, so it's not like my process was broken or anything. It just didn't work. Let's see here. The Doubler. I was watching another stream today, and this dumb sexbot kept spamming their chat to hopefully YouTube can crack down on it. Yeah, Doubler, I agree. Honestly, it's going to be kind of interesting. I mean, one way to crack down on it is to do subscriber only, but like that doesn't bring new people in, or it's not very inviting. But Necrosphere Killswitch just costs too much for me right now. Decking on a budget over here. Hey, that's fine, Necrosphere. I get it. It's not the best price setup. It's the best in my opinion, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna do bad with a budget one. And I do have it in my schedule to do a budget kill switch setup to where you can see, you know, how you can maybe do a better, it wouldn't be better, but a more affordable priced layout with the same accessories. Charles, have you tried running anything in VR with the deck? I have not. Well, not recently. I do have a Valve Index right up there. I have not ran it on the. I tried it a little bit ago. Couldn't get it to work, but I'm going to go back through and try to get it to work again. Just need to do it. I just haven't tried it again. I do plan on probably within the next 2 months getting the whatever the dude, my brain's shot today when it comes to remembering like names of stuff. The Meta one, the Facebook one, I do plan on getting that one. That's portable. It's might be a little bit better for on the go VR playing on the deck. I do plan on getting that and testing that out. So that is another video that's going to be coming down the road. Ooh, I haven't tried Fallout 4 yet. I've tried Fallout New Vegas. It works great, which makes sense. It's a super old game. Okay. So that SanDisk Ultra A1 is not going to be much better than the Luxar Necrosphere, just so you know. They're about the same. I think people are going to disagree, but that A1 to A2, that A2 is really important if you want better random read and writes. But in the end, like I've been running with the Luxar and it's been fine. It's just not my recommended anymore. I use Luxar SD to install SteamOS when I put in bigger M.2, and I think that's what fried the SD card. I highly doubt it. The SD card might have been reformatted improperly. That can do it. There's a lot of things that can destroy an SD card. I doubt it was just because it was the Luxar, unless that's, I'm sure you're saying some other reason. Thanks for the recommendations. These accessories are so tempting to get. Yeah, Amazon's pretty good with that. Like if you run into an issue, they'll replace it. Cool, sir. Maybe Brink will have you a kill switch. Supposedly there's a contest. You have enough Twitch followers. It's not Twitch followers. You're playing off that one dude, the one company that essentially destroyed themselves. I do have it though right here. Oh, it's a little sneak peek. And it's even got my fingerprints on it. And because I said it was going to be a full kit, it's even got the screen protectors with it. So, yeah. Whoever wins that, which I'll be announcing officially, like when I'm going to release it. Honestly, like it's probably going to be next week as I wrap everything else up because I'm lazy, but it is going to go out to someone. And so I will keep an eye out. Make sure to go to the website, gamesreal.com, join it. That's all you really need to do for now. And then I'll send an email out and also do an announcement video or post on YouTube and say, hey, go to this place, click this button, pretty much just because I want to make sure that I'm not just giving it to some random person that really doesn't care. I want to make sure people that, whoever gets it really does want it, and it's just clicking a button. You don't have to have any followers. You don't have to have a minimum amount of followers. Mikhail might get it for free, but, you know, because he probably has the most. No. Honestly, that's not the case with this. And I'm going to be doing more of those giveaways because, honestly, like, I already have a bunch of stuff I don't use that I've tested. I hope you guys are okay with like stuff that I've tested with. It's not real. It's not brand new. It's used, but it's really not that used. So I guess that's interesting. Let's do a poll on that. Hey, Wolf, if you are here, let's do a poll on if you're interested in any of the accessories that I have tested as a handout or giveaway. The reason I say this, I just don't think I'll use them. I have 3 docks. What do I need 3 docks for? I only need 1 or 2, and I have 1 more on the way. So, they're good docks. It'd just be a shame. I could resell them. I hate selling things. I'd rather give them away. I hate selling things. I hate dealing with eBay. I hate Samsung keyboards. I have not used the Samsung keyboard in a while. Oh, the MetaQuest. Okay, the Quest 2 is what I'm looking at getting. Unstable. I stream PC VR games wirelessly with AirLink. Works perfectly. Ooh, I am excited for. I have a pretty close full wireless setup with the Steam Deck. Doing VR wireless would be, on top of that, even just that much cooler. Bone Labs, I've tried a little bit of it. It is pretty fun, but I need to do more. Necrosphere, what do you think about the beta for the SC controller app since it got support for Steam Deck? Saw the Gaming on Linux posted about it in the website. I honestly don't know about that yet. We'll go to... Ooh. I'll throw that in there. How will you select the winners? There's going to be 1 winner, Coltzer, for this one. And honestly, it's just going to be a raffle. I have a randomizer. So JavaScript, like my programming language, my website, I am just going to go through anyone that clicked that I've entered the giveaway contest and can validate that they're of legal age, because I can get in trouble otherwise. Validate, just say you're of legal age, I think, for now. Click that button. I will do run the database and do a randomize on it, and whoever gets plucked out of that gets the winning bid on it. Could do more contests where you have to do the best story. We've done stories. We've done some other weird stuff in the past that's been fun. I'm going to get back into that again. We were a little early in the supporters, and I didn't want to attract too many people that are just there for the giveaways, but I want to make the giveaways fun. So I want to give back, and I have stuff to give back. So yeah. So Wolf, with the poll, just create the poll that says, do you care if you got a giveaway that was previously used for like testing and reviewing? Like lightly used, unless it's the case, right here where it's been dropped, heavily used. And my deck has been heavily used. X Station just realized they didn't. Oh, thanks for subscribing, man. And also thanks to David who subscribed 21 minutes ago. And I hate to do this to you guys. I'm going to catch up on some messages. I don't hate it, but this goes to funding things. We're going to insert an ad just real quick. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm going to catch up on the messages, and then we're going to get back into news, actually, instead of just less chatting. Oh my gosh, cool, sir. Yeah, you went to the wrong website if you had to put your social security number in. But if you do, make sure you also pair it with your just a picture of your birth certificate and a couple other things. I don't need much. Ooh, that's the other one, the Unreal glasses. Let's look at that. I know that's been kind of blowing up a little bit too. Gizmo Duck Gaming, yeah, girl is here. Oh, BT Maverick, you're way behind on the chat. You're talking about the Chernobyl game. Chernobyl Light. Yeah, Chernobyl. I think it's like Chernobyl or Chernobyl Light. Yeah, you're 100%. You're a winner, Maverick. I don't know of what yet, but maybe if you comment somewhere else and remind me, I will give you some merch or something. Thank you. You won it. It's a secret contest that I wasn't really doing, but you won it. I just secretly want to be Oprah and just have everyone check under their chairs. You get a giveaway. You get a giveaway. Look under your chairs. I snuck into your house. Steam Deck stuff I'm in. Yeah, it's gonna be a myriad of different things because like I'm not gonna give this away. I apologize. If I had 2 of these, I would give one away. It's usually how it works. Like with the kill switch, could my wife use the kill switch? Yes. Am I gonna give it to her? No. It's gonna be a giveaway for you guys. Passing on the savings. The Art of the Wade King. Thank you for subbing. Okay, so if you have premium, if you have anything else, you're not going to see an ad. It's not guaranteed. I don't think it's for everyone. So yeah. Bisexual Blurred. I've been thinking about getting the N-Real glasses, but don't know if it's worth the money. Let's look at it. You get a deck. You get a deck, and that could be taken really wrong. Nerdified. I need the kill switch. Oh my gosh, Necrosphere. Thanks, I found your new merch under my bed with the monsters. Oh my gosh, that's another merch I'd love to do is like freaking necromorph. Yeah, from like Dead Space freaking stabbing me or something. That'd be a fun t-shirt, you know. Everyone wants to see me get stabbed, right? Okay. Jamil, honestly, the dock wise, like I'm just getting into like testing docks. I think JSOX has some pretty decent docks. Just make sure you don't have the fan being covered up from that back plate. The Art of the Wade King, you're gonna have to wait until January to get the kill switch. Unfortunately, they're stopped producing it until they fix a slight issue, and so you're gonna have to wait. Now let's get back into field trip time. Oh my goodness. What we all really wanted was to see what Half-Life Steam Deck skins were still there. And this one is actually pretty cool for the back. The problem is I have the kill switch, but I'm still tempted to get this one. Oh, Cell Ants. Oh my goodness. We'll see. I've actually thought about getting a system for printing skins. It's just they're so annoying to apply. I really don't like putting skins on the deck. They're annoying. But they're cool. But I'm tempted to get this skin. 22,000 cells? Oh my gosh. I need to get into that business. That's crazy. I don't like the stickers on the thumb areas, the trackpads. I honestly think it's very lazy to put them there. My opinion, of course. Now, putting them on top of the thumbsticks, that'd be kind of cool. Ooh, we got a little vote going on. Would you mind winning giveaways items that were used for testing, like new, slightly used? Yeah, we'll see how people answer that one. Okay. Oh, now it's blocking my... I'm not going to close it. Okay, well, whatever. It's blocking the chat, but we'll let that go on. Okay, so, yep, got our Half-Life, got our skins. I think there's a couple of content creators that are going to be doing skin streams and skin videos in the next few weeks. I haven't really focused on the skins lately, but I do think I will be doing something along the lines of like collecting a bunch of them and showcasing them and giving you guys access. Like, I'll probably do an article on the website, and then we'll go over a bunch of them and have fun with it. N-Real glasses is supposed to drain less battery than the Steam Deck screen. Yes, it would. Gizmo Deck Gaming. James, give me all your strawberries. This is a strawberry. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see here. Yep. Report, Steam Deck ships over 1 million units. Gaming on Linux, man, they're essentially like the investigators of the deck world because it's Linux based. If they went to Windows, they would drop it in a heartbeat. Albeit, see, KDE David. So, if this is the same KDE that I'm thinking of, it's the desktop flavor essentially, like the GUI of the deck. And honestly, that's actually soon to be getting a pretty hefty upgrade because the KDE is kind of old. It's an older version on the deck, and they're going to be getting us into the 21st century soon. KDE's David Emerson in the talk discussed the Steam Deck and the work KDE is doing to improve the device. During the talk, Edmondson reveals shipments for the Steam Deck have surpassed 1 million units. They have crossed over 1 million, and they're still processing back orders. Okay, so this is honestly a little bit better than I thought. I thought they were going to be taking poll from how many decks have been using it. No, that's honestly they're working with Valve potentially, and so they have insider knowledge a little bit. Let's go to Steam Unlocked and see if we can go ahead and get a virus. Get free Steam games pre-installed for PC. Steam Unlocked allows you to download your favorite games. Do not do this. I probably should not have done this. But most likely these are pirated stuff. Some of them could be giveaways, stolen, who knows. I would not do this. A big X on that. Then, let's see here. Darkwood. This is going back. Oh, yeah, Darkwood. I still need to do this. Okay. Adding this to games I need to stream for the month. I'm going to just only stream this month, apparently. Just give me a chance to note this down so I don't forget again. So, requests for games that you want to watch me stream, you're more than welcome to throw them in. Wolf, maybe you could throw those up on the Notion and we can get those recorded. So, and then I guess I am curious if you care if I stream game. Like, I don't want to like inundate people with so many announcements for Games Revealed that you ignore the channel. But should I do a bunch of the streaming on Games Revealed or should I do it on my other personal channel, which I don't ever use right now? Okay, let's see here. So yeah. Let's see this real quick. We'll see. We're gonna watch this real quick. We're gonna do a couple of game. We're gonna watch a couple of game things, and we're gonna see how it's gonna work on the deck. I'll kind of give my advice on like if it will run or whatnot. So part of the reason we're gonna do more games in the future. This is Games Revealed. And speculate a little bit more about how they're going to run on the deck, if you're going to get it, if I'm going to get it, if I'm going to do reviews on it. Rest assured, I'll get to that a little later. It's a 4-minute video, so I am going to skip. I do apologize. So we're going to, let's see here. It's top down. It looks like, honestly, I think I'd enjoy this game. Top down isn't my favorite. But I do like the aesthetics. I do like how the rain kind of flows around the viewport. Let's see here. Most played. Let's see what the most played is. Oof, dance with me. Honestly, this would be a really fun game on the deck. I'll say that right now. This would be a really fun game on the deck. So, yeah, I think that'd be really fun. It'd probably play really well. Yeah, I think it's a pretty old game too. But it looks good. I know that it's been requested multiple times that I play it. The Long Dark. This is one I have yet to play also. When did this one come out? Yeah, I was going to say 2017. Oops. This is another one. Oh, this is an update. Yeah, the Long Dark is one I've been meaning to try for a while now. So Long Dark is a thoughtful exploration survival experience that challenges solo players to think of themselves as they explore an expansive frozen wilderness in the aftermath of a geomagnetic disaster. There are no zombies, only you, the cold, and all the threats Mother Nature can muster. I like games like this. I love zombies, but I do think this one is it does sound very thought provoking. It sounds like it's going to be really fun. I've been meaning to try it for a while, and I will put it on my list. Would you consider it horror or more just survival? I don't know if I'd consider it horror, so we might not get to that one as soon as some of the other horror games, as there's a lot of horror games that we need to play. Let's move on. Oh yeah, I guess we should look deck verified. So Long Dark is deck verified. It sounds like Darkwood is also deck verified. I'd assume this one was. I thought it was. So yeah, it's verified right there. Oh, right there. And if you didn't see the other one, Long Dark, it is right there. And both these games, I'd assume, would play really well on the deck. Okay, let's look into the Victress Pro BFG wireless controller. What is this monstrosity? The Victress Pro BFG controller for the PS5 can transform into a portable fight stick. This is bizarre. I want to try it, though. I don't know if I'd buy... Oh, it's an interchangeable. We've had these on and off for years. Weird. It's so weird. I remember I've had something where it was interchangeable in the past. This is bringing back memories. Hot lava. Let's see here. Low Jack. I'm not happy unless I'm killing zombies. That's... I kind of agree partially with you. I can still enjoy a good game without zombies. What's up with deck-specific made games? There's not going to be any deck-specific made games. I can just tell you this right now, because Valve doesn't work that way. The only one that you could potentially consider deck-specific made games would be Aperture Desk Job. That one is deck verified, or it was deck verified, obviously, but it was kind of built as a demo for the deck, but it can be played on the normal computer too. I just don't know if there's going to be any. There doesn't need to be any deck-specific made games. In theory, they should just make it work for everything as much as they can. It'd be kind of silly to leave out a whole other demographic just because you want to make it exclusive. Oh, and by the way, WDP, thank you for the sub. The Long Dark is a tough game I own on several systems. Ooh, good to know. Tough's not bad. As long as I don't, get too upset. Yeah. No, I agree with that one. Cool, sir. Every best business model is to be inclusive, not exclusive. They are focused on every game being best on deck. That's the thing. Like, making sure the games are like, let's say, and I did do a tweet about this earlier today of, I know I'm a Twitter person now, kind of, I don't really, but this is more fun to tweet stuff like this instead of getting into the politic game where you get slaughtered. I tweeted out that I want to see support for the deck or see how well Dead Space remake and the Callisto Protocol are going to play on the deck. They are intense games, but if they balance it well enough, who knows? They're like optimizations, you'd be surprised at what optimizations can get you. So I'm really curious. Those are big games I'm going to be playing on my 3090. So I'm not going to nerf my experience for conveniency. It's going to be the best experience. So strap in, boys, kind of thing. Boys and girls, I guess. Be more exclusive. So yeah, this is a cool controller. I wouldn't get it. Now, that being said, I would buy it for reviewing maybe, but at $179, I'd rather put that money into something else for reviewing accessories. I'm always up to review and try new things and give recommendations to people I think it would be best for. Let's see here. Gamepad driver and app SC controller gets Steam Deck support. Is this the I'm kind of confused. I actually don't know what the SC controller really is. I haven't looked deep into this. Yeah, wow, the SC controller is kind of old, isn't it? It's just like a mapper or something like that for controllers. The SC controller what originally started as an application to control the Steam controller outside the Steam and expanded to cover more gamepads. Now has a pre-release. Oh, up with the Steam Deck. So it allows for additional controllers. It allows for the Steam controller outside of Steam, so you could use it with other systems, other games. Okay, cool. I don't really use the... So this could be interesting. So you could install it on your deck and then play games, maybe not through game mode or through Steam, and still have support. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, honestly, that's really cool. I'm going to actually add that to my list of stuff. My thousands and thousands of cards that I still need to do videos on. Okay. The Unreal. Oh, let's get into... Okay, before we get into this, let's get into... Oh, those reviews are not looking good. Let's... I'm so skeptical with this type of stuff. It's always so gimmicky. I know that one day we're going to get something that's not too gimmicky, but it's just so gimmicky. Okay. Sean, not a huge tip-down fan myself. Oh, top-down, yeah. Let's see... Games that work best on the deck. Honestly, there's so many. I couldn't even say, like, a lot of the verified ones work great. If it's 10 years or older, probably works great if it works with the Proton versions that you get. Is it normal, Daniel? Is it normal that when I play desktop with 60 FPS and full battery, it only has 2 hours of battery life? Yeah. Honestly, like, I think the battery life on the deck is amazing. Like 2 hours is not bad. That game doesn't take 2 hours to beat. It takes 1 hour to beat. That being said, you don't need to play it at 60 frames. Slap that thing down to 40, 45. You're going to be just fine, and you'll increase that battery life. Brink, did you say you're giving away your 3090? Awesome. I'm signing up again. Dude, sign up again. I'm signing up. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Hopefully, no. I'm not going to even say it. Let's just give people ideas. Maybe we have to put social security numbers and prevent people from cheating. No, the 3090 is not going to be. Maybe one day I'll give you my old computer. Have you tried Green Hell, Charles? I have not tried Green Hell yet. It's on my list. It's on my list of things to try. It's really hard to be doing these plugins and doing all these other games. Originally, Games Revealed was to play more games and to make it more of like a business model for me to play games and do more research and for development and stuff like that. And it's turned into me doing hardware videos for the deck with some games, but I'm going to be getting more into games too. Like there's still a lot of hardware games, but I have so much down the pipeline that's getting flushed out. I think we're going to be getting a lot of good stuff. Okay, let's look at the Unreal. How much are these bad boys? The bot's back, Wolf. The bot's back. We've looked at these before. We looked at these a little bit ago. Let's see here. Yeah, see, I just can't justify that price. These ones are the, let's see. At least right now I can't. Like, that's so much. Proprietary optical engine. VR. Yeah, see, this is gimmicky to me. The stuff you're seeing right here is gimmicky as hell, personally. Good job, Wolf. Attack mode. That being said, I am still intrigued. I could pretend like I'm watching a movie with my family and watch something I want to watch. Or be like, hey, playing fetch with my dog or with my kid, I guess. I'm going to put it past him to go fetch the ball. And watch all the good YouTube videos. And get run over by a car. The thing, and they're just a little too bulky still. But, oh, I like how the Steam Deck's in there. So, oh, come on. Oh, yeah, should I get it financed? Should get it financed. I'll throw it in there, but for now, I can definitely say I'm not going to get it at this moment. I do think it's cool. The concept's really cool. It's not something that I need right now. Necrosphere Brink, by the way, Darkwood is included in the Killer Bundle 24 on Fanatical for under $5. You get 7 total games. Oh, that's right. Fanatical does have a thing going on right now. We'll go look at it here in a second. Give me a second to yawn. Hopefully I don't. Yeah, Hot Lava. Oh, that's right. I remember Hot Lava. I haven't played it, but yeah, I'm just not. I don't know. We'll see. It sounds interesting. I bet it is fun to play. Online PvP. Yeah, I'll put that in the maybe. Keep that right there. The Green Hell. I'm bringing up stuff that people brought up in the stream. Love how like most of these games are like 9 out of 10 on Steam. This one's another one that looks really interesting. It's a survival one, and it also looks fun. And it is on my list of games to try. I just need to get a life, I guess, to play games, as I don't have the time at this moment to play these more intensive games. But we'll give them a try soon. Oh, there's the okay. Yeah, I tried going there. Couldn't find the bundle very easily. Right. No, not back to. Got the notification to buy the Steam Deck. I have until tomorrow afternoon watching reviews to make sure I want it. Pork chop. I have not done a review yet. I still need to do a review on the Steam Deck. But here's my short answer to that of should you buy it or should you not buy it? You should buy it if you want to play your games on the go and don't want the most maxed out beefy PC. It's also very good if you already have a PC and as a secondary device. Now, if you're looking to play indie games, then I think it's perfect for you. It's honestly, if you want something that's portable, that's going to play the most amount of games, it's your best bet. Honestly, I think the Steam Deck is your best bet. And for $400, you just can't beat it for what it can play. Now, it's not going to be perfect for every game. It can't play every game very well without like a ton of tinkering. But it is an amazing device, and I will say that it is for most people. Unless you're completely stationary and you want to save that $400 and put it and actually spend get a $1,000 to $2,000 computer, then yeah, might not be for you. X Station. The only thing I don't like about the Steam Deck is now I don't want to touch the Switch anymore. It's kind of the truth for me too. Plus, will eventually get my emulators working on the Switch or on the deck again. I say that because I have a new deck. I just need to get them working, and then I won't really need the Switch for anything. Jason, I get mine Friday. Nice, congrats, man. Necrosphere Brink. Also, the got 8 great on deck game bundle called the Build Your Own Play on the Go bundle for $2 Bundle 2. Oh, yeah. And so they're doing another one of those, yeah. Dude, if you get the Quest 2, you definitely got to try Green Hell VR. Yeah, I'm going to have to. There's a lot of games for VR that's fun. I have a VR system. I just need to see if I can get it working on the deck again. Or, period. So if we look at the killer, like, yeah, this is something I need to post about too. The Killer Bundle 24. 7 awesome games. Redeem on Steam, which is always good. Oh, Deliver Us to the Moon. Interstellar Space Genesis. Wait. Survive the Nights. That'll be interesting. I've never tried that one. Darkwood's there. Yeah, like you said. Call of Juarez. I'm pretty sure I have that. Yeah, no, I am going to buy this bundle. Fanatical actually do. Yeah. I will also have a link sometime soon in the descriptions for Fanatical stuff. Let's see. Oh, and then you have that one too. Okay. Thanks, Wolf. Build your own play on the go bundle 2. Oh, and that's definitely a Steam Deck right there. This is the ones that I recommend out of. Oh, they have. Wait. Oh, that's just that thing down there. So out of this, it's a lot of indie games, and to be fair, there's more. This is like almost. I was gonna say these are the ones I recommend. Blasphemer is really good. Blasphemous is really good. Beyond that, I actually haven't played most of these, if not any other ones. Sticks. What's good in this, guys? Charles, my deck was 700. Well, I mean, $399 for the 64 gigabyte version, which works just fine if you get an $50 SD card. So, yeah, I will buy these though. I have not played any of them, but I'll buy this pack and we'll see. Who's Your Daddy looks like primo content right there. Oh, it just pops up right down here. Oh no. Okay, oh my gosh. I've seen a YouTube video on this. It's so dumb. So dumb, but like, okay. It could be still interesting. I know I get why it'd be a good game to yeah. Sticks is fun. Sticks is one. Has this been out for a while? Or am I thinking of a different game? Eh. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I'll grab that. Makes me think of Overlord. Morbid looks good. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you're going to be able to run this thing at like, if you adjust your deck just well, you probably have 6 hours of freaking gameplay with this thing on the deck. I've heard good things about Black Sad too, the other cat game. Yeah, no, it looks pretty good. Deadhead Josh, first day with my deck. Today got 6 games on it, and at this point, I absolutely love the thing. Next few days will be spent tinkering with what I can until the new keyboard and mouse come. Nice. Yeah, no, congrats, man. You'll enjoy it. I think it's definitely worth all the goodness. Okay. Honestly, guys, let's look at the last piece. The last little pieces. Dead Space Remake. We're gonna go into the trailer. Hopefully this doesn't copyright the whole thing. Or copyright strike. I don't think it should. This is the one that came out, I think, yesterday. Anyone here played the original Dead Space? Oh, I will get that working for you. I forgot. I don't have desktop.
We need help.
But yes. Anyone like Dead Space? Anyone like horror games? I'm kind of curious if there's any fans in the audience today. It looks so detailed. This is a game that didn't necessarily need a remake, but it's getting a remake, and I love it. Because I think the original game honestly still looks pretty good. It's one of the first games I played on the deck was the original Dead Space. We'll have to have Halloween in January when this comes out. So good, so detailed.
Humanity,
we are one. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes when I say it,
It's me.
the thing at the beginning of my videos,
Falling apart here.
it makes me think of this.
I can't believe what's happening.
Nicole?
So good. January 27th. Let's get into this. They'll copyright strike it. Wait, wasn't there one that came out recently? I think it was that one. I thought it was the official. I think that maybe this was it. So we're going to watch this one next, and we're going to talk about him a little bit. You on Necrosphere, you ironically played on mobile first. Like the Dead Space, like that's not even like the Dead Space 1 though. Isn't that like the mobile app? True Blue Magic, dude. Good job with it getting, like, with Dead Space 2 getting you into it. That's a good one. That's the best one, honestly. Dead Space 2 is the best. Charles, my deck is docked. I'm watching and commenting from it. Nice.
It's like someone's trying to cover up what's happening here.
You can. So the creator, one of the co-creator of
So what happened to the original colony?
of Dead Space is making this. He's the one that's doing this.
Along with the rest of Callisto.
Yeah, Necrosphere. I'm going to be talking about that.
Things are changing.
Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good.
These aren't accidents. There's a pattern. Isn't about escape, Jacob. Not anymore. What's it about? Answers.
Charles Valheim.
As you wish. Soon everything will become clear. The truth of Black Island.
The truth of Black Island. Honestly, this game's come along quite a bit since I watched for the past, like, since they announced it, I think a year ago. Or was it 2 years? I don't remember at this point. This game, if it's not delayed, I highly doubt this game's going to get delayed. They are in crunch mode, which is unfortunate, but I think the game is actually in a really good state to be released. And if it's anything, like, hopefully the co-creator is doing a good job with maintaining the immersion like Dead Space 1, 2, and 3 had. I mean, as much as people don't like Dead Space 3, it still was like a very not buggy game and worked really well. Even to this day, I think works very well. It's very compatible. The difference between the Dead Space and the Callisto protocol, I will say this. There's a couple of huge differences and a lot of similarities. The creator did not want to make the Callisto Protocol be similar to Dead Space. And then tried everything he could to avoid it. And then kind of just like, you know, this is kind of going that way. We'll just kind of lean into it a little bit, but you will definitely see the creatures in this are very much more zombie-like than in Dead Space, where they're definitely, the necromorphs are definitely like just essentially just walking knives everywhere, and the way that they morph and all that. It still has a lot of similarities, but they still retain some of their human form as we were watching in the Callisto Protocol. Also, just how it happens is going to be interesting. It's definitely, we're going to see, like, is this a zombie kind of outbreak, more of a zombie game as opposed to like a religious alien kind of thing. And that's one of the things I loved about Dead Space. The eeriness had multiple layers. One, being mind controlled is creepy as hell. On top of it, just you going crazy, an artifact making you go crazy and turning you into a meat moon. That alone is terrifying. Then you get into, this is Dead Space, by the way. Then you get into like you just getting torn apart when you get infected, and it looks agonizing. And if I remember correctly, there's still some humanity, like during the whole thing, you still remember some of it. And then you have the religious aspect of religious zealotus on top of it. That's also a scary thing. There's a lot of religious zealots out there in the world. Even like that's how it kind of relates to us. Like, you see some of the stuff that goes on in the world today, and you look at what's going on in Dead Space, you're like, well, I mean, that seems crazy, but is it? There are some pretty crazy people that would potentially do that if influenced by an artifact like in Dead Space. That's why I like Dead Space. It seems like it'd be the farthest thing from being true, and it really technically is. Like, there's no evidence of something like that being able to happen, but like the concept that humanity could be influenced to be like that, I think is definitely there. And I think just our media alone kind of indicates that. Politics aside, the Callisto Protocol is more of a, like, I think a research facility. It brings in like just a bunch of, we'll see. I need to do more on this for the channel and all that, and be a little bit more researched. But it definitely, this alone is just a little bit different style than Dead Space, but you can still see some of it. It actually has vegetation, which you do not see much of in Dead Space 1 and 2. I think their voice acting is going to be top notch. It looks like they might have a similar infection that can happen in these areas, and it's going to be bloody as hell. A lot of similarities, but saying it's the same thing is definitely not true. And we'll see if you're going to be able to kick babies, right? Let's see, Mumbles, the Dead Space baby and child creeped me out. Dude, the Dead Space, the babies are so creepy. But you can punt them, man. It's a little morbid, but man, those babies are so easy to punt. Cool, sir. The eye poking scene was the worst. It probably, yeah, it was pretty bad. They really get in there on his eye, don't they? Mumbles, I thought the Callisto Protocol takes place on a prison station. It does. On a moon of, was it Jupiter? Like one of Jupiter's moons or something like that. Yes, it does take place on in a prison, but I think it's like one of the, like, we'll see if it's a trope that there is some research going on in this prison area. I think that's partially what it is, if I'm not mistaken. True Blue Magic Dude, between Callisto Protocol, Dead Space, and Scorn, I'm so glad sci-fi horror games are having resurgence. All we need is an Alien Isolation 2. I have not finished that game yet, but Alien Isolation is a really good game. I agree with that. Scorn is one I'm excited for, but more for the weirdness that it offers. Yeah, exactly, an Exosphere. Like, Scorn looks good, but because it's so weird, I think I'll enjoy it. It's definitely... We'll see how long I can last the meatiness of it, because it's just like a bunch of meat. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let's go watch it a little bit. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's like Doom meets Meat World.
All right, guys, welcome back. You know, I'm still trying to wrap my head
It's meaty. See? So, yeah, it definitely has some... It's essentially if you were abandoned on the meat moon of a Dead Space meat moon. If you don't know what that is, like I call it meat moon. Me and some of my friends call it meat moon. The blood moons are the big bodies that eventually the necromorphs will turn into as convergence happens, the brother moons or whatever they're called. That's what this kind of reminds me of, is if you landed on one of those just big meat things. Hellraiser comes out soon. Yeah, that's true. They're doing a new Hellraiser. But yeah, Scorn looks really weird. Yeah, organic tech. Honestly, that's right. Like this is like the most messed up organic tech melding ever, and it is very creepy. It's one that I think I'll enjoy, but it's better not be one of those 30-hour games. I think I'll be able to survive 10 hours of this before I just start just getting annoyed with the design. This type of design style is very who's the artist? He does this type of stuff where it's very uncanny. It's hard to look at for long periods of time. It's fun, but it's hard for long periods of time for me. Yes, H.R. Geiger, yes. Yes, Wolf, that's exactly what I was thinking of. So H.R. Geiger, his art's crazy. It sort of reminds me of, but it's not one of those things that I'm going to sit there and be like, I'm going to put a picture of that on my wall where I can see it 24/7. I'm not doing that. Resident Evil Village, baby made swear off children. Boris. Come on. Children are fine. Okay, let's see here. Let's do some last minute chats. Yeah, so I guess, okay, let's go. We'll do some last minute chats here in a second. But just like to reiterate on this and these like 2 games, these are the games I'm most excited for. Hands down, I am most excited for Dead Space Remake and the Callisto Protocol. I will be doing reviews on these. I will be doing streams on these. And I'm super excited for them. I just want to note that. Like, these are the games I'm most excited for. Let's bring it in the Steam Deck, because I almost forgot to do that. Will these run well on the Steam Deck? The Callisto Protocol, I don't remember what engine it's built on, but that will be a big one. The other one's the Frostbite engine with Dead Space Remake, and we'll see how that works too. I think the Dead Space Remake is going to be more optimized than this one, but it ultimately comes down, I think, to the game engines and how will they play with Steam Deck. I'm going to be looking into it more, but I have a feeling that both of them are going to play on low settings on the Steam Deck okay, but until we get there, we won't know. So I'm going to be looking into it more. I'm hoping that at least they think about the Steam Deck in some ways, because I think that's just a good way to go about these days. Just try to make it so that there's like a setting that works well with the Steam Deck, like Cyberpunk 2077 did. And it doesn't take a lot of effort to do that. Just it makes it more console-like, so people don't have to think about it. So that being said, I do have my suspicions whether or not it will work well on the Steam Deck, and we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how they compare graphically, and how they compare performance-wise. Because, yeah, that's what I was afraid of, Wolf. Afraid of, but also excited for. The Callisto Protocol is Unreal Engine 5, and like I said, Dead Space Remaster or Remake is going to be on the Frostbite engine, which is like Battlefield and all those other ones. That's what EA uses. Mumbles, are they going to change the Dead Space story up a bit or keep it the same? They've been working with the community to do it, and I think with some of the creators for the Dead Space remake, it is going to change a little bit. But if you've watched any of the trailers, it doesn't change a whole lot. What they'll do is they might deviate slightly to make sure that they don't run into the same problem they did with Dead Space 3 and the end of Dead Space 3's DLC, which was like essentially a Dune to humanity. Or honestly, you have to watch it and you're just like, what? And then they don't finish it. I think what they're doing is they're rebooting the universe more than anything. They want to reboot it so that they can. I think EA realized what they had there. It was a gem, and they finally listened to me and all my ranting in some of my past podcasts to finally. They didn't really, just being a main character here, but they've potentially maybe listened to the community and are going to milk that. Albeit, I don't want to be bad. I don't want them to have say. And the Dead Space team, the Dead Space studio, is very big fans and very dedicated to this project. And I've followed it since the beginning, and they have developer logs and stuff like that. It looks very promising. Let's see. Once upon a dreary night, two dead boys got up to fight back to back. They faced each other, drew their swords, and shot each other. The deaf police heard the noise and came and shot the two dead boys. If you don't believe my story is true, ask the blind man. He saw it too. Oh boy. What a classic. Charles. Yeah, so in the end, we'll see. Any last things you guys want to talk about? Anything you want to say before we close this bad boy out? Yeah. We're going to get closing. It's closing time. And, yeah, keep an eye out for our giveaways. Keep an eye out for some streams that I'll be announcing in the next few weeks. We'll probably do something special around Halloween time, as this is my favorite time. This is my favorite season. I love fall, but I also love horror. I love everything that kind of comes around it. And so we're going to have a good month. So, well, I don't know if there's anything else you guys are wanting to say. So I'm going to assume that we're good to go. Hopefully this was an informative, interesting live stream today. I tried to make it interesting enough. I've chose some topics. You guys chose some topics. I think we've come to an understanding of, like, things are good. Esoteric Wolf, Mikkel said he is thinking of doing the podcast live. I'm not against doing the podcast live, so it'll be interesting. Necrosphere, Ebering, thank you for being awesome. It's always a pleasure on your lives. We are one. We are one. Meet Moon soon. No, but it's what it makes me think of sometimes. I like doing it, and at first I was like, this is super culty, and I don't like cults, but then I'm like, it's fun. We can be a cult together of weird people, I guess. Not saying that all of you are weird, but I'm also saying that maybe some of you are. Yeah. Yes, once again, thank you for joining. Thank you for enjoying the news and just watching some of the stuff and kind of enjoying this. I'm still trying to find the sweet spot with these live streams. We're going to continue doing Steam Deck stuff. We're going to be doing Steam Deck stuff for a very long time, but I do want to get back into a little bit more of the games on Steam Deck, but also just games, period, because there's so many good things coming out that I'm so excited for. So, yes, let's keep on keeping on. With that being said, make sure to check out all the goodies below in the description. If there's any accessories or anything you need, there are some down there. There's goodies down there floating there for you to click on. And keep an eye on the Games Revealed website, as there will be some major changes to that. Major enough changes to that in the next few days to a week. I know I've said that on and off for like 2 months, I feel like, but it's finally coming to fruition because I'm almost done coding it. And cool, sir, yes, we are all certified weird. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.